started learning about, if we're talking about Christian hip hop, I started learning about the theology and, how the cats from all these different places was doing stuff. I started feeling a little bit inadequate because I didn't know half of the stuff they knew. But fast forward to today, honestly, man.
Well, let's stop right there, though.
Yeah.
That's dope, though. Like a lot of cats in the same bucket, right, will say, well, let me memorize what I'm supposed to learn.
Right.
Let me memorize this and get enough of it memorized, enough of it kind of like rhetorically understood to say, well, God works out all things, he works all things out. So, but you just flippantly saying things, right? And so some cats, even, in music, I think just adopt that way of doing. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe they want to rhyme, they want to get out there in that context. Maybe they have.
It's because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to regurgitate something that I read in a book than for me to actually take something and make it a part of my character that I believe, right? So for me, I never was a person that was like, man, I know all these different things. Now I do, but it's because I'm a person that I slowly adopt things into my life. I don't like to just grab things and just adopt them into my life. Yeah. So, what I found is a lot of the people that were really impressive with their ability to memorize scriptures and memorize all these books from all these authors, you find out in your later years in life that you have to have some deep root. My mom would say it in this way. It's a very simple but profound way. She said, salvation is free, but anointing costs. That's what she would always say. And it's the idea of the only way you actually truly learn something is to have to apply it. Yeah. So how do you understand patience? It's having to apply patience, which means a lot of stuff getting on your nerves, a lot of dreams deferred, a lot of things delayed. That's how you learn patience. It's not by reading a book. How do you learn long suffering? From suffering a long time.
No doubt.
Like that's how you learn it, from suffering a long time.
Right.
How do you learn grace? By having to consistently give out grace or consistently receive it, right? Yeah. So like for me, that's the things that I learned in my earlier years was, we would have very basic concepts, but those concepts, we had to live them out. And I think, with a lot of people, it's a lot easier to just tell everybody what you know about grace than actually give people grace, right?
True. Yeah, it makes it stronger. It's more weighty when you've lived it, applied it, walked in it. Things didn't work the way accordingly. You stay grounded. It's a lot weightier. You know what I mean? The depth of your mom's insight comes from a lot of weight that she carried, understood, applied, recognized it. Oh, somewhere along the line, there's a difference between, this grace and this anointing and this movement of God in that space. And now she has that insight when things do hit everywhere. She's able to understand what the difference is between the two and working them through. So that's good though, man. So as you were going on your journey, you hit this, all these cats theologically were doing what they was doing. And you're like, no, that's not. I don't understand where y'all at in that. What was the shift, or what happened from there?
Yeah, so I needed the time to take and learn a lot of the foundational principles in the faith. I needed that time. And I took that time, but what I also noticed was the people that I meant to impact, they weren't going to connect with that stuff in that way. Like, no disrespect and no shade, but nobody from where I was coming from had cross movement anywhere to be found in their speakers. Right. Like we was bumping Jeezy, we was bumping, you know what I'm saying? Right. T.I. I mean, they bumping NBA Youngboy right now. Right. They bumping Lil Baby to Baby. So it's like, and when you listen to that music is not very intellectual, but it is very passionate. Yeah. It's not very intellectual, but it is very passionate. Even though they are saying something, they're just not going to say it in this pretty way. Like, they're going to just get to the point. So for me, like, that's what I am. I like to look at my music as like, I like to just get to the point. And it's not to say that it doesn't have weight. It's just like, nah, I'm not trying to impress anyone. with diction. I'm trying. I want the message to connect. Right. And I feel like no one really I feel like nobody can relay a message better than rappers.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to the music, the way things connect, rappers are always able to, because we're poets. So
yeah,
for
that's
me,
true.
the way I approach the music is just, if you walk away from it and you say, man, that dude was really, really smart, but what I was talking about don't connect, then I feel like I failed.